I've been wanting to do some sort of unboxing like this as you're going to see. I got this idea off of Facebook thanks to Amazon and their ads. So this is the PancakeBot 2.0. It is, well, a pancake printer of sorts. In a way, it is like a 3D printer except for, well, instead of using filament, it uses pancake batter, and instead of having like a heated bed, it's a griddle. And it doesn't really do too much of expanding on the height of an object. It kind of just prints a pancake. So let's get this unboxed. I'm pretty excited for this. I've been wanting to get like a 3D printer, and well, this is close enough for me, I think. So the PancakeBot 2.0 is, well, the second generation PancakeBot. Fun fact, PancakeBot started about a little over 5 years ago. The inventors of PancakeBot started actually using Legos as their robot instead of like a plastic or, well, what you're going to see inside this box. And eventually they changed from Legos to an actual like, manufacturing like hardware. And eventually they got to PancakeBot 2.0. So you might be wondering, well, what's the difference between the original PancakeBot and PancakeBot 2.0? One good difference is the printing speed. So I found out that the printing speed of the original PancakeBot was utterly slow. I mean, you want to invite people over to your house to enjoy breakfast with you and your new printer. Well, you're not all going to be sitting down all together enjoying a great meal. It's one person's going to eat, then the next person's going to eat, and so on. So PancakeBot 2.0 was made to fix that issue. And another thing that PancakeBot 2.0 expands on is, well, removable storage. Kind of hard to see, but this right here is an SD card. From what I understand, the first PancakeBot did not include an SD card, but this one does. So you can now print from an SD card. All of this stuff is made through the PancakeBot Painter, and well, that's how you program your pancake design. Alright, so the very first thing you see is the PancakeBot electric griddle. So I'm going to put that off to the side for a second. Got some packaging. More packaging. And another box. So this box contains, well, the robot itself. The part that will spit out the pancake batter and control where the pancake batter is spitting out onto the griddle. There's one other improvement that the PancakeBot 2.0 expands on the original PancakeBot, and that is to make the user experience much more simpler. Now there's one thing that I do want to quote from the PancakeBot website that I think is a great quote from the company. So the PancakeBot 2.0 lets kids and adults express their creativity through food while exploring technology. I think that's just great because, well, I'm a kid at heart, but really I'm an adult, and I do like exploring technology, and I love food. This fits me perfectly. So, what should I unbox first? Let's do the more or less boring part. So, the griddle. Not that it's boring, but let's be honest, it's a griddle. Styrofoam, throwing things now. Yeah. Let's open up the packaging here. Some magical way. There's probably tape involved. There usually is. I found the tape. I think that's primarily for the part that plugs into the wall and controls the temperature of the griddle. Yeah. There we go. Take out our handy dandy instructions from PancakeBot. We're probably going to end up reading them, but for now, just setting them aside to continue getting out this magnificent griddle that is going to bake all our pancakes and hopefully make them delicious. So there are some pieces of tape that also need to come off. You might be wondering, what does this tape cover? What is it holding? And if not, that's fine, but in my mind, I'm assuming you're wondering, what is that? And that is drip tray. So if for some weird reason, and not weird reason, but if there's some technical difficulty and the PancakeBot starts spewing out pancake batter, like uncontrollably, well, it's not first going to end up on the floor. At least, hopefully not. It's first, hopefully, going to get into drip tray. That's the griddle. This is where all the pancakes are going to be coming from. Pretty exciting, I think. You got your heat controller for the bed of the griddle. All right, let's get on to the actual robot itself. Alrighty. I'm pretty excited for this part. Alright, so here's what I'm facing right now. Just, well, packaging with a bunch of other stuff. What do I grab first? This is the electric supply, or the power cord, I really should say, for the robot itself. So, when you're making pancakes, you're going to need 2 electric outlets, one for the griddle and one for the robot. Leave that alone for a second. Oh, I know what this is. This, my friends, this is where you're going to be storing your batter. And this is what's containing your batter so that the printer can use that batter. Some fun facts. This can contain a max of 250 milliliters of pancake batter. I'm interested in knowing how many pancakes can I print out before having to refill it. This is, if I can get it open. Alright, so you're wondering what is this? Well, there's a metal ball in the end. And so, what I have to guess it is it's a part that the robot will use to move back and forth on the griddle. That's a very necessary part. Alright, looks like I can remove this piece of styrofoam. This piece of styrofoam, more or less, there's a something there. Looks like another cord. Alright. I'm going to set this part aside momentarily, and not even talk about it. I'm going to grab this part out. And put that behind me. I'm sure you're all questioning what it is. And I'm glad to be able to tell you this is the base of the PancakeBot. If we want to kind of quickly look around it, see what's here, what's not here. Kind of hard to see. This down here at the bottom of the screen, right here, my finger's kind of pointing to. It's like the control center for the PancakeBot. You got your power, you got your play and pause for starting and stopping your printer. You got some arrows to navigate the display to select what design you want to print out. The display's right here. And you got this nice little dial here. And what that is, the pressure dial. And by pressure, let me kind of explain how this works. I'm not going into all the technical details. But basically, this is going to be standing basically like this, or hovering over the griddle. And you're not going to have cover over this hole when it's printing. And if you don't have a cover over it, you kind of just put pancake batter in there. The pancake batter is just going to just fly out of the bottom. So what happens instead is a hose will be connected to the top of this, and it will control the pressure that's inside the chamber. When the pressure is controlled, it will keep the pancake batter inside this container. Basically, it's like a vacuum. So if you use a low power vacuum, it will keep it in there. When you kind of turn off the vacuum, it will allow the pancake batter to come out of the bottom. So that's how it is controlled. One thing that is going to need to be done is you're going to need to find the optimal point at what pressure can I output pancake batter that will output in a straight line and not be streaming out. And that'll be the the fun part of this whole setup, is determining that. Another important part of determining of like the setup process will be deciding how hot should your griddle be. That'll be another fun step. So you got two things that you're going to need to set up at first to get the best pancake printed. And this is pretty much the same idea with a 3D printer. You gotta decide how hot do you want your heated bed to be, so that basically the filament, the liquid filament, will harden and not kind of ruin the design of your 3D print. And you also gotta decide how much at one time do you want filament to come out of the little, I don't know, spigot, that's what I'm gonna call it. Not exactly the technical term, probably even the correct term, but that's just what I'm calling it. So this is like the fun stuff that you have to decide when having either a 3D printer or a PancakeBot. One second. I was about to say one thing I completely ignored was the instructions, but I'm gonna ignore that still because I really ignored this other part. This part. Here's what we have going on here. This is what will go back and forth over the griddle, like in this kind of motion. But then you got the other kind of motion where that bottle will be going this way as well. So this is what this part controls. You got this little tube, and this is that pressure control that I saw you. This will be going on top of the bottle, and it will be controlling the pressure inside the chamber. So where do I start? I already removed this cardboard right here. Next, I have to take off this little bit of plastic off of this cord. So this cord will plug into the base, and it is the port where we'll get all the data of where the chamber should be over the griddle, as well as when is it supposed to spit out pancake batter, and I think that's like the basics of it. So, alright, so where do we start with getting this all set up? Well, I'm glad this question was asked. I gotta figure that out. So where do I start? Well, let's start with these instructions. So inside these instructions, you got a few different things. You got a nice letter from the CEO of Storebound, the kind of overhead of what PancakeBot is. So like it's like the company that helped PancakeBot become what it is. So it's a little bit about the Storebound company. Then you got a letter from the PancakeBot creator. You got a user guide, which I'll be using heavily to print certain designs of pancakes. I'm going to take a little intermission, read up on this material, and, well, actually I shouldn't say intermission. This is the end of the unboxing video, unfortunately. I will have a whole separate video of the setup of all this stuff. So let me give a recap of what I unboxed. I unboxed a little PancakeBot, but the pieces of PancakeBot. The base of it, the griddle, which will go on top of the base. I also unboxed what I'm going to call the printer head, to control where the pancake is on top of the griddle. The chamber for the pancake batter. And yeah, that's like the main stuff I unboxed. And so next video is the setup of this. The setup of making it what it is. So look forward for that video. And until then, I hope you all have a great day. Bye.